What if you had no watches in your collection, but you had $100,000 to spend on new ones? What would you buy? That is the thought experiment we're gonna do in today's video. Hey watch lovers, Father Time here, bringing you the kind of watch videos that I like to view. So please subscribe if you're interested in watches, and let's get into this. But first, a wrist check. I've got on my Panerai 915. I love this watch. I love the sandwich dial, the simplicity of the face, the lume is incredible on this piece. And I love that it's a newer Panerai, so it's a little bit thinner than some of the old ones like the classic 111. This watch is definitely gonna be on my list today, so let's get into it. Here I am on the screen. I've got eBay fired up and you can see my recently viewed items because this would be the first watch that I would get, a Rolex Pepsi. It is the watch that first caught my eye when I got interested in wrist watches, and I would love to own one. Of course, I'm on the wait list with my AD. I've been there for about a year and good luck, right? So I'm going to the secondary market here with my $100,000 budget, but I would really love one of the new ones here with the ceramic bezel. 2022 Pepsi Rolex. For the sake of this video, you know, I'm tempted to go for one of these old ones, but if we look at this, these watches are typically many years old. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily, but if I'm gonna spend all this money, year 2000, so this watch is 24 years old. Ugh, over retail on that is insane. But speaking of insanity, I'm just gonna go for this one. It's a new one. Is it ceramic? Yeah. When did Rolex GMT get ceramic bezel? Okay, this is an interesting thing. I thought that the ceramic bezels were newer on the Pepsis, so let's jump back in here. I'll just say ceramic Pepsi Rolex. So that'd be my first watch. I just love the Pepsi, and since we got $100,000, I'm gonna overspend on it just because. Okay, next. Well, let's go ahead and add this Panerai 915. Yes, here's the 915. Look at that beautiful watch. I love that dial so much. Okay, I'm getting this one. Okay, so we're at $24,000 so far with these two watches. Next, I'm gonna go for a dress watch. And for dress watches, I love Cartier. I once owned a Cartier tank. I felt like it was a little bit small, but I did love it. I wore it every day for years. But now let's look at Cartier tank Santos. If I truly had $100,000, imagine how incredible a gold Santos would be. That's a beautiful timepiece right there. Wow. I do love the bracelet on a Cartier like this, but a gold, woo, Santos, that is pretty incredible. If I was really going for it, I would have an all gold Cartier Santos size medium. Look at how beautiful that piece is right there. It's unbelievable. So now I'm gonna check Chrono 24 for it. I also love these skeleton Cartiers. How beautiful are those? Just incredible. Oh my gosh. Well, this is $60,000. So this is gonna blow my whole budget here, but that's what I'm talking about. This would be a gold Cartier, $6,400 for a steel Cartier size medium. We'll probably go with that, so let's move on. Next, a watch that I've always loved is the Omega Snoopy. I have seen that these are coming down in price quite a bit lately. Okay, so look at how beautiful this Snoopy watch is. I've loved it. I love blue. I love how playful the little Snoopy there is. I don't own a single Omega. Love the Speedmaster. Would love this watch. So let's take a look. $18,000. It is not cheap. Okay, so we've added in the Snoopy here. Now we've got the sum. If we include this gold Santos, I don't think I'm gonna get this. So let's just look without the gold Santos. We're at $49,000. Let's keep on moving. Okay, next I'm gonna go for Hamilton. This is one of the first watches I ever got, a beautiful Hamilton field watch, and that's what I am going to add here. Also though, this Ventura is catching my eye. Okay, what I'm looking for is, oh my gosh, 42 millimeters, that is huge. I'm just looking for a khaki field mechanical, 38 millimeters on a NATO strap. I love this watch here, so I'm just gonna go khaki. That does not put much of a dent at all into our budget. Let's keep going. Since we've got the budget, I'm gonna go back to Rolex. I don't own a single Rolex. I love the brand, but hard to get, hard to afford. But in this thought experiment, I'm gonna go for a Polar Explorer, a Polar Explorer 2 to be precise. And I'm looking for this one in the year 2010, which is my son's birth year. And I would eventually give him this watch as his birth year watch. I find that on eBay, it's kind of hard to search for the watch year, but on Chrono 24, it's easy. Here we go. 12,575. That's looking pretty good. That's the newer one that's larger with the different hands. Let's take a look at this. Year of production 2010. Boy, that's beautiful. Okay, gonna do it. Okay, now we're up to $62,000. 6 watches. Man, we're looking good here. For the next watch on my list, I'm looking at Glashütte Original because I've got a CQ. I love that watch. I've always loved this one too, the Panomatic Lunar. I just love everything that's going on the face of this watch. But honestly, I watched a review of it on YouTube and the reviewer loved the watch, but they pointed out a few faults, like the thickness of the watch. I think it's 15 millimeters. And then they mentioned how many different typefaces are on the face of the watch. Let's just look at it here. There's the Glashütte Original. There's 2 typefaces in the logo. Then they've got the all caps here. That's probably the same as this font face and this font face. And this number is a different font than these numbers. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here we've got this 6. The made in Germany, that font doesn't appear elsewhere. At least 6 fonts. And as soon as they pointed those things out about the Glashütte, it kind of ruined it for me. I still love this concept. I love the layout of the dial and the whole moon phase. But now let's look at the A Lange Söhne. This is the 191, the Lange 1. Man, pink gold, platinum. I don't know about that. So that is a good looking timepiece right there. Oh, here's the moon phase. Ooh, that's a cool looking moon phase. A Lange Söhne, also from Glashütte. Let's look at the Grand Lange 1 moon phase. Okay, only at 99.998% precision. Whew! You know when they're asking for a price upon request, well, good luck. What is this? 139,032. Let's go back to eBay. $43,000. Well, that's gonna finish this video if I do that. So let's just look at other Lange 1s. I mean, I could make do with either of these. A yellow gold Lange 1, or there's just something about this white gold that is calling to me. Wow, I'm loving the look of this too. Look at the back of that. 18K rose gold case, 42 millimeter diameter. Case thickness, look at that, 10.4 millimeters. This is a razor thin watch, but that's because it's a manual winding watch, I believe. But boy, we're looking at a beautiful timepiece here. So maybe I'll just skip the Cartier in gold and get this Lange. Okay, we're looking at a pretty beautiful collection here so far. I've still got around $11,000 to spend, and I think what's missing is a pilot's watch. I know that I love certain Breitling Navitimers, so let's just take a look. 46 millimeter, wow, those are some big boys. Look at how awesome that looks. This too. Jeez, that's a beautiful watch. All right, heading over to the Breitling website, looking at their Navitimers, and man, there are some beauties here. I love these first 2 so much. Look at how gorgeous that watch is. But we're gonna break the budget here at $16,000. What a beauty. Let's just search for this here on eBay. Okay, here we are looking at some similar watches, at least on eBay. And wow, is that black? That's cool looking, but I'm looking for a blue. Here we go. Yes, loving that. 46 millimeter case, stainless steel bracelet. I'm going for it. Let's do it. Okay, that leaves us with about $4,000 left, and I got one fun watch that I want to add in here. This is a Nomos Glashütte. I guess I'm just attracted to the Glashütte region of watchmaking, but this brand in particular has caught my eye, and let us see here. It's really this one. It's one of these Metros. I'm not sure if I'm looking for a smart size. I would like a little bit like a 39. With an automatic caliber, still as slender as a hand-wound watch. The first Metro. I think it's this one that I love. That face is so cool looking. Oh, open case back, loving it. Loving these raised and sunk dials. That is razor thin. I gotta get one of these. Wow, 37 millimeters. That's probably would be a great size for me. Manual winding. I see where we're going here. Let me just go back a couple pages. Now they're saying these Metropolitans have automatic movements, so let's check them out. I do love the look of that face. That is pretty cool. Got the open case back. This rotor looks really neat. I don't think I have any watches in this collection with a silvery face or a metal finish. $4,200. Man, that is about perfect, actually. Let's just take a look here. It puts me $67 over, but I can deal with that. I'm loving this collection here. Let's just review real quick. We got the Rolex Pepsi, the classic of classic. We've got this here Panerai, which I just love as a watch. We've got the steel Cartier Santos. What a beautiful dress watch that is. We've got the Snoopy. That would be a neat one just to have in the watch box, take out on special occasions. Love the playful look of that one. We've got the Hamilton Khaki. You're going out hunting, exploring, adventuring in the field. There you go. Speaking of exploring, we've got the Polar Explorer. This is the watch that I would wear proudly now and then give to my son for his birth year. We've got a splurge, big time, the A Lange Söhne. A beautiful but $27,000 watch. Wow. We've got the pilot's watch, the Breitling Navitimer. Gorgeous. And then this wonderful Nomos Metro. This has risen to be one of my favorites on the list, actually. If I could choose just one, it's gotta be the Rolex Pepsi. I just need to own one of those for a while, get it out of my system. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What watches would you buy with a $100,000 budget, or at least give me your top 4. Watch collecting is not just about money. It's not about flaunting it. It's not about $100,000. I will probably never own $100,000 in watches. I can think of better things to do with that money, but it is fun to dream. It's fun to look at these beautiful timepieces. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you are a lover of wristwatches. I'm Father Time, and we will see you next time.